A very good evening. Break and finish live. A very good evening, dear viewers. Once again, welcome to the two streaming platforms of this match. The Facebook link, the Facebook stream is on Break and Finish Live Facebook. The YouTube stream is on Peter Chove Live YouTube to present you this action in audio and video as usual. My name is Simon Peter Chove. Today, if I can check out the date, it is the Tuesday, the 18th of February 2025 at 6 p.m. on this Tuesday evening. Quite sunny, quite hot here at Happy Boys Bar and Restaurant in Kawempe Tula, Kampala. Is an organized rematch between two of the finest players from their respective countries. Donning black is Ibrahim KAYANJA, the Ugandan, all black, of course, with his white cape for his Islamic faith. And donning the grey top is MOFYA, one of the best players from the Republic of Zambia. They are racing to 16, and in consequence is $600 for the losing player to lose, for the winning player to win. This one is frame number 4, and it is apparently being won by the same player that has won the first 3, that is Ibrahim KAYANJA. He leads 4-0 in a rematch of action that did happen just about 5 weeks ago when the two faced off in a money match at Amigos Polo Arena in the city of Kampala, a match that went all the way to a decider, a match that was won by MOFYA by 16-15. They have decided to have a rematch of what happened because 16-15, Ibrahim KAYANJA found it not convincing enough. This time he has chance to right the wrongs that he was not able to do about 5 weeks ago. He leads 4-0. Live commentary is proceeding shortly. For now, I can also receive some comments in the chat section on whether or not you find the network and video quality good enough for your time. From where I'm watching, it seems okay. And I had to take some time to ensure, this place is pretty much a bite. It's the very first time that we're having a professional game of this level at this venue. Some things have to be explained too. That kind of lighting, the disco lights that normally have, you can probably see them right across the table. They can be a problem, a hindrance to the players' concentration. I am still requesting management to have them switched off. This match only has one official, that is the streamer and the two players. The fans who are at the venue, they are not the usual pool fans. They are seeing something they have never seen before. They are seeing competition that they have never seen before. They didn't even know the players, but I did introduce to them these guys a little bit. The venue is, at least this time, relatively neutral. Although Moses MOFYA is on foreign soil, at least he's at the venue where his opponent is not having maximum home support. He thereby wins the first frame as long as white ball remains on the table. Yes, it does. It is now 4-1. Ibrahim KAYANJA leading. Once again, we are at Happy Boys Bar, Kawempe Tula, near the roundabout that connects Kawempe to, I think, Mpedere to Gayaza, those areas. That is information for people who may want to come and watch the rest of the action, who are in and around the Kampala. Very beautiful venue, by the way, but the table is not very beautiful. There are 4 pool tables at the venue, which is pretty much VIP. Tokens going for just under $1 to pay 1 frame. There are 4 tables at the venue. I am just happy for the management that they have, because the tables are so close to each other, they have accepted to have the other 3 tables all rested, simply to allow these guys to play their race without disturbance from other players who would want to train on other tables. Those are casual players. Just that I was conditioned that I have not more than 2.5 hours, and then the other tables will be used, and then music shall start booming. So in case music starts booming while the match is being streamed on Facebook and YouTube respectively at around 8:30 East African time, when the music starts, if the match shall not have been done, I will have no option but to switch off the Facebook stream and then remain only with the YouTube stream, which will also be muted, simply to have these streaming platforms safe while I am admin. For me, I just have it in my mind that they are not my platforms. They are for all of us. Moses MOFYA, way more experienced than Ibrahim KAYANJA when you have to speak about the longevity in the sport. First time I ever saw him in action was for the Zambian national team, and he was representing for the very first time on the national team the whole of 11 years ago in 2014 at the All Africa Pool Championships in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. He put up a very solid performance. I do remember him reaching the quarterfinals at the very first time of asking, when he was on the Zambian national team. Since then, he has missed out on the national team only once. That was the 2016 edition. That was in Ibrahim KAYANJA's country, Kampala. The edition that was won by Uganda, with Zambia coming 3rd after Uganda and South Africa. He was also part of MOFYA was part of the winning team of the All Africa Pool Championships in 2022 in Lusaka on home soil. The following year, 2023, he was part of the Zambia national team that represented for the very first time at the World Black Ball Championships in Tangier, Morocco. Zambia came 2nd to England. Moses MOFYA played each and every frame, even while winning the African Championships in 2022. He played each and every frame, was never substituted because I was watching the matches. In fact, it is he that won the actual All Africa Championships winning frame when he took down South Africa's Aiden Joseph in the final. For now, he's 4-2 down after winning 2 frames pretty beautifully and pretty calmly. and composedly it is 4-2. The match is starting to gain life. When you look at the first 15 minutes of this match, it looked as though Ibrahim KAYANJA was running away with everything. Now Moses MOFYA and his fans who are watching in their hundreds from Lusaka are starting to believe that yes, Moses MOFYA can make them proud. Again, he did arrive in Uganda just a few days before Christmas last year, after being very impressive in Kenya, where he traveled from Zambia to represent at the Grand Michana Open Championships, one of the very biggest tournaments on the African continent. He did come a very, very respectable fourth from a tournament that had over 200 players from about 12 countries, including Zambia, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Kenya, Ghana. Yes, Ghana, there was a player from Wales, there was a player from England, of course, the Ugandans, and then the Kenyans, the Tanzanians, then the Eswatinians, then the Malawians, and this guy came forth after losing out in the semi-finals to eventual first runner-up, South Africa's Innocent Sami. He also lost the third place match. Sami is Tanzanian. He lost the third place match to South Africa's Jeremiah Naido. His opponent, Ibrahim KAYANJA, not as experienced as Moses MOFYA, but he himself has been around for quite a while now. He was first seen in the town of the ghettos of Kalere, which is not a very big distance from where we are, just about 10 minutes on the road, training and then being hired when he was a student by a team that was called the Mambole Pool Club around 2017. The following year, he was signed up by another team that was representing in Uganda's lower tier of the league. It was called Royal Giants Pool Club, with whom they fought and qualified to participate in the Senior Pool League of the Pool Association of Uganda. Of course, there was no action between 2019 to 21 because of COVID. 2022, his team, that is Royal Giants Pool Club, where they got a partnership with Mukono Pool Club to form a team that was called, it was Mukono Royal Giants something. That also did not play the season to completion. He was then bought up by Scrap Bears Pool Club, another team in the Ugandan Pool League, in 2023, the team that he still plays for up to now. He's currently the leading top scorer of the Ugandan Pool League that is ongoing. About 2/3 of the season are done. He's 3 frames ahead of the second placed namesake in Ibrahim Sijemba. Ibrahim KAYANJA became a renowned player during COVID when his then manager El Majid Naluja did stubbornly decide to have his player invite the majority of Uganda's best players at the time. By the way, apologies for the waitress. She doesn't even know that it's not good at all to cross in front of a player who is aiming for a shot. It affects their concentration. She's been told not to do it again. And after Ibrahim KAYANJA performing well in many matches against Uganda's better players at the time, defeating many of them, losing out to a few. I do remember he lost a many match against Computer. But look at this kind of playing and the kind of movement of white ball closer. Clearly the better shot of this match so far. He extends his lead to 4-3 now, to 5-2, sorry. I was just narrating that his performance in many matches against Uganda's better players, after being an upcoming player during COVID, he was invited for selection trials for the Uganda national pool team that was preparing for the All Africa Pool Championships in 2022. The championships that I told you were won by MOFYA's Zambia. He won the selection trials and qualified to become a member of Uganda's national pool team for the first time. He did board a plane for the first time in 2022 and he represented very well in the championships. He came a very respectable 4th out of 128 of the best players on the African continent, losing out to eventual first runner-up, the South African, that is Rivaldo Jevons. Since then, he has been one of Uganda's better players up to present date. He has played a number of money matches of the international ones, the victories that I do remember of him, the biggest victory in terms of money matches of his career was the very convincing victory against South Africa's Jeremiah Naido at Climax Bar in Kampala last year. He has, however, lost out to Rivaldo Given in 2023 when he himself and South Africa's Eden Joseph did make a tour of Uganda. Ibrahim KAYANJA, I also remember, by the way, he defeated Zambia's Malvan Mokonza Malova in a money match to Kampala last year. The two players then had a rematch of the same action, and Malvan did have sweet revenge, winning the rematch. He has also played in money matches against a number of Kenyan players. I remember he has won all of them. He has not lost to a Kenyan player. He has not played against a Tanzanian. Has he played a money match against any other Zambian besides MOFYA? The other is Kelvin, and with Kelvin, Ibrahim KAYANJA did play 6 money matches, winning 3 and losing 3. But the 3 he won were with less money. The 3 he lost against Kelvin were with monies almost doubled. All that action happened from the end of last year up to around the start of this year, when Kelvin decided to fly back to Zambia. By the way, Moses MOFYA is now a player in the Ugandan Pool League with the Upper Volta Pool Club, the team that is currently in the 2nd position, while Ibrahim KAYANJA's Scrap Buyers are in 3rd position. These two guys, this is unofficial information I'm telling you about, that they did have another money match, and not a professional money match because it was not on camera, and it was won by MOFYA. That one is off the record. For now, it is 5-2. Ibrahim KAYANJA in the lead, and they are racing to 16. Still very early days, still too early to call this match. Expect anything to happen. Any of these players could win. I do remember that in the first money match they did play at Amigos in Kampala. Moses MOFYA took the very early lead, then Ibrahim KAYANJA came making comebacks till it got to a decider, which was won by MOFYA on that night at Amigos. Let's see where this one goes. Once again, Ibrahim KAYANJA 5 and Moses MOFYA 2.
Manager bannerabidde. Sugar's kujja ko.
Please accept my apologies. The flashing lighting that appears on the table colored, especially on the right side of the table. I'm being informed by the bar management that it is the same lighting system, to the effect that when you switch it off, then you switch off the entire lighting at the venue. So there's a chance that we could have those lights appear on the table throughout the match. It looks very ugly. It is not professional at all. It can definitely affect the players' concentration, but for now I cannot do anything about it. I've asked management to try and, if possible, sort out change the entire lighting system in about maybe 10 minutes. Otherwise, this looks quite unprofessional for a professional match of this magnitude. Once again, apologies on that one. Moses MOFYA will not be apologizing if he can finish this frame where it's a white ball going. That was close to him potting it. He has another fighting chance. The dead yellow ball, which is closest to the bottom of your screen on the left, he cannot see it. He's snookered for that one. He can play the one near the center pocket. White ball doesn't move naturally for any of his next yellows. He has sight of the one near the bottom right corner pocket, which is what he's playing. He's having only one thing in the back of his mind, that is to make a clearance of this yellow frame, because probably he has discovered that Ibrahim KAYANJA will have no problems taking full advantage of each and every miss that Moses MOFYA will be making in this match, and he has already demonstrated. So I think Ibrahim KAYANJA normally, I think he probably is accustomed to this table. The way he's playing, I think he has knowledge of this venue. He looks more comfortable and is making less unforced errors. If I'm to count, he has only made one unforced error in this match. Missing a ball is not expected to miss. Moses MOFYA has had quite a few. Frame number 9 seems to be going the way of the real machine. From YouTube, Renezen is asking me to cover the lights with a towel. There are quite many. This place is a bar, pretty much a nightclub. It's a bar and nightclub. So for them, pool is only it's only casual pool that is played here. So they are okay with it. You cannot imagine what happens here, especially from 10 p.m. onwards. Most of you who are party animals, this is your ideal place for pool competition. Not exactly the ideal environment. There is a lot of loud music and there's a lot of dancing and everything. The place is quite beautiful, eh? Saguya Vincent watching on Facebook. Thank you for watching as Ibrahim KAYANJA is going for frame number 7. I want to think that he's now a favorite to win because his lead is so big, even for a player as good as MOFYA. I'm not saying that it is not possible, but it is not easily surmountable. 7-2. Saguya is asking if Caesar has ever played with Mr. Aiden in South Africa, and you are arguing with Africans. I streamed that match. Actually, it is one of, on the Facebook page in which you are streaming, I think it is among the first 20-30 matches I streamed. And also on the YouTube channel, for those who are watching YouTube, it is there. The match was played around October 2023 at Flames Pub in Johannesburg for $4,000 racing to 21. It ended 21-18 in Caesar's favor. By the way, after this tournament, I will be moving to the town of Ntinda, which is about 30 minutes from here. Then I'll be streaming a comp that doesn't have players on Uganda's national team. at Ultimate Pool Arena in Ntinda. So no resting for myself for the next 6 or 7 hours or something, maybe next 5 hours. This one should be ending in about 2 hours, then 30 minutes moving, then 2 more hours streaming the comp that doesn't have national team players in it, that is in Ntinda. Thank you for watching. Ranyambia Junior seem to be supporting Kayanja. Oh, my good friend Mindres. Mindres, if this is Mindres from Malawi, this must be the manager of Jinte. My very good and very supportive friend. If you are the one, yes, just say I'm the one. I just want to give you your flowers. Keep playing at Japheth. You say your guy Ibrahim KAYANJA seems to be serious today. NASA Legacy, thank you for watching. You're asking how I am able to have this career information of Africans offhand. For me, the passion I have for pool, if I'm compared to you, it is like the passion you have for your favorite artists, favorite musicians. You love a musician, then you find yourself knowing how to sing all of their songs. The same way I love pool, and the same information I have about the sport and the people who play the sport, just that simple. Local Robert, thank you for watching. Yeah, still waiting. By the way, tomorrow there is the second edition of the weekly comps, the Heibo weekly comps. Yes, it should be 8-10 man competition that will be happening in Bwaise at City Pool Arena from around noon up to around 9 p.m. tomorrow. An 8-man comp that should have 1 or 2 ladies also in participation. And yes, some big names and also some not so big names, and yes, the Heibo ambassador will also be in participation in that one tomorrow. Kama Albert, thank you for loving me. We mess afraid. You say you've called the management to switch off the disco lights. If you have, thank you very much. I can see maybe they've done what was advised here. Maybe they've covered the disco lights with a towel. That was quite quite imaginative. Someone imagined that, and it's not what they have done. I'm not seeing a towel around them, but I can see they are off. Now the players are playing in relatively very good conditions. And once again, these guys have given me $600 before the start of this match, and they have given me full permission to give that money to who of these players will be the first to 16. Something that should be happening in 2 hours, if not less. Bruce Abahairo, you don't think MOFYA seems to be much fit, okay? By the way, these guys they did agree to have this match on Friday last week. It was supposed to have been played yesterday, but one of them had not yet deposited their stake, because before publicizing these matches, normally both players must have submitted at least part of their stake, a percentage of their stake, which both of them agree to. And in case one of them doesn't show up, then they lose that percentage of their stake to their opponent. So one of them hadn't submitted. That's why the match is being played today instead of yesterday as earlier planned. Thank you for watching. Francis Rogambaje, you are watching on Facebook. Nandu to Hilda Luke. Nowadays, Madam Violence Hills must be watching from some pharmacy in Mokono. Keith Bantz, thank you for watching. Normally likes to watch when it is Caesar. Today I don't know what he's doing on the stream. He's the guy that is normally with Caesar for most, if not all of the time, most especially when Caesar is having competition. But this time competition is being staged by Ibrahim KAYANJA, and yes, he's intending to win an 8th out of 10. And while I like to say that a race 216 can be divided into 3 segments, each of 10 frames, in the first segment of 10 frames, there has been one very good player and one very average player. Ibrahim KAYANJA is so far having very light work of Moses MOFYA, having a lead as big as 8-2, a lead that seems to be quite insurmountable, a lead that seems to be quite unrealistic that Moses MOFYA will do something about unless he starts winning, and starts winning now because his opponent is already halfway there. He needs 8 more, and that will be it for it. If I were MOFYA, what I'll be doing is have time break, but he can only have time break when he requests it by himself. Once again, after 10 frames, it is Moses MOFYA 2 and Ibrahim KAYANJA 8. Also, thank you for watching. My friend Innocent Kole, watching from Mitiana. He's a manager of a number of players. I know Eria Chimuli. And those he normally stakes for Mark Mochibi. Jovia Nachimuli. Farouk Motumba. And the team is only still growing. Team Prime from the district of Mitiana in central Uganda. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting the sport, although yourself you don't know how to play. And guys who are watching, it is getting closer to the Queen Sports Club Derby elimination competition. It is starting at Queen Sports Club Bulawayo, Zimbabwe, from the 11th up to the 14th of April. The countdown is on. Today being 18th, now it's about 55 days to go. One of the biggest tournaments on the African continent. Players expected from countries like Zimbabwe. Of course, the chunk of the biggest majority of the players should be expected to come from the host country, and the second biggest number of players expected to come from neighboring Zambia. Then expectation of participation from South Africans as well as Botswana, a little bit of Eswatini, a little bit of Zambia, a little bit of Tanzania, a little bit of Uganda, and we shall see whether Caesar Chandiga and Juju will be defending their titles once again from the 11th up to the 14th of April 2025. This year, just under 2 months to go. And someone is on my case wanting to play rematch. I don't want to mention his name again. I just want to beat him for the second time, such that he never ever dares to play with me again, to remain streaming his matches on QPixels Photography. And no wonder he's already jumping on in the comment section. Go away, Francis. It's starting to get magical. Ibrahim KAYANJA is one of those players that when they decide to be good, they really come good. Because he's normally very elaborative, he's very skillful and likes to apply all of his skill. He's never shy on playing the difficult shot instead of the would be easier shot. When he's beaten, he can look like a very risk-taking amateur. But normally when he wins, he makes his opponents look really second best. He has been a player with a very good form. and most of his competition against any Zambian player has been against Kelvin. And believe you me, Kayanja, Ibra, and Kelvin Fikoti did play when Kelvin was in Kampala, where Kelvin is given credit for having very good results against Ugandan players. If I'm not mistaken, they played 11 times with one player, that is Ibrahim KAYANJA, and believe you me, Kelvin won 5 times and Ibrahim KAYANJA won 6, including the biggest match in which both of them played, that is the final of the Pole Association of Uganda's end-of-year championship in Kampala. But for this match, oops, I can't believe my eyes. Moses MOFYA is losing frames because not only because Ibrahim KAYANJA is playing very well, but for most of the match, Moses MOFYA is not playing well enough himself. Very technical snooker being played by Ibrahim KAYANJA. MOFYA has a little sight of one of the reds, not even very little sight. He's having to play mass shot around the black, finds the red, doesn't pot, back in business. A very tempting shot Ibrahim KAYANJA could be playing will be the bank, which he sees a little bit risky. Each one of these players is waiting for the other to blunder. I believe Moses MOFYA could be playing the red he's looking at off the cushion. Yes, goes off the cushion, plays the red. He almost pocketed it. Now he's daring his opponent to give him one more chance to play, and then probably MOFYA can win a third for himself. That was an attempted combination shot of Ibrahim KAYANJA trying to put yellow to the center pocket, white ball to bounce off the cushion to connect towards the red, which Moses MOFYA has backed. That chance came and went. Now, chance for MOFYA to try and win a third for himself. He's a much better player than what you are seeing so far. I want to think that ever since his advent of Uganda, his performance in the first 10 frames has been his lowest so far. But for the next 10, let us see how far he can take it, because he pulls one back. Now he is 8-3 down. Once again, thank you, Africa. After the first 10 frames combined on Facebook and YouTube, we are way over 1,000. Very much appreciated for the fact that you normally come in to watch these streams whenever they come live your way. You are the reason why I keep them coming, because why would I move to stream when there will be nobody watching? So from wherever you're watching from, I believe the biggest chunk are watching from the countries of these different players, that is Zambia and Uganda, but also a good number watching from all of the African pole fraternity: South Africa, Kenya, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Namibia, Malawi, Ethiopia, and nowadays a little bit of Ghana and Nigeria from West Africa, and a little bit of the Arab world. From wherever you're watching, thank you, Pole Fraternity. Thank you for watching Sunny Longo. You're watching from Facebook from Zimbabwe. Inozo Patrick watching from City Pool Arena, Pool City Arena, boy, say, see you tomorrow. Ashton Tujiche, you are watching from Rukunjiri in Western Uganda. Thank you for watching. Mambas Vasve. Also, thank you for watching on Facebook. Alostos, thank you for watching on YouTube. And yes, Mindres, yes, Malawian, the manager of Jinte, the idea, is that Jinte is, by the way, having another tour in Tanzania, and from Tanzania to proceed to Uganda, where he will be expected maybe to take on both of these players. Who knows, eh? Princess Bushira, thank you for watching. Oscar Singini, you are watching from Malawi on Facebook. Evidence Katia, Yose MOFYA is playing like you. The thing is not playing good enough. Said Sami Natsoga, you are watching from Ghana. Thank you for representing. Isaac Malinga, you are in South Africa. Thank you. Watching with love from South Africa. Alan Motui, you are asking when I'll be streaming the intended event tonight. After this one, then around 30 minutes after this match ends, I'll be streaming that comp that does not have players on the national team, but also decent players participating at Ultimate Pool Arena. Manyarazi Manyere, watching on YouTube, you say you are happy that the Facebook page has been resolved. Yeah, well, not resolved to completion, but at least I can access it somehow and I can use it. It is very good not only for me, but I also think for pool in general. And I thank God that I have access to Break and Finish Live Facebook page. Harry Kemikombewe, watching from Zambia. I know one very stubborn Mbewe who is Zambian, but or normally watching from Colorado in the United States. At Tuhorida Nasuru, you are watching from the United Arab Emirates. Thank you for watching. Washington White, you are watching on YouTube from the United Kingdom. Euro fan, you want Jinte again versus Ibra. Just keep your fingers crossed. Munyarazi Manyere, watching from Zimbabwe on YouTube. Leonard Kazembe, watching from Malawi, you are saying Jinte Kuchalo, Jinte to the world. Thank you for watching. Pius Omega, thank you for the love. Ignatius Valentine Mazaza, you are Zimbabwean, watching from South Africa. Thank you for watching. Tomokonde Bright, you are coming to watch it live here at the venue, supporting Ibrahim Kayanja. Kosikona Masondela, you are watching from the Republic of Eswatini. Thank you for watching. Julius Bijix, you are happy that we have Break and Finish Live Facebook back. Tomokonde Bright, yes. JV Marao, watching from South Africa. Rasta Momba on YouTube from Chipata Compound, you are proud. Thank you for watching at Treasure Island Night Club. Tony Blair asking who is leading. Ibrahim KAYANJA has his scores on the scoreboard on the left in blue. Moses MOFYA has his scores on the scoreboard on the right in red. Once again, this match is being streamed on two platforms. The Facebook stream is on Break and Finish Live. The YouTube stream is on Peter Chobe Live. Both matches have a similar video, which is looking pretty clear. And yes, both matches do have the same exact commentary. Kennedy Chikwavaral, thank you for watching from Zimbabwe. Julia Kaimana from Solwezi in Zambia. Jeremy B. Sebastian, thank you for watching. You must be supporting MOFYA. Rachel Mbewe, the most stubborn of the Mbewes, is supporting Ibrahim KAYANJA. I don't know if I will be safe with that kind of statement. Mogonza Mike, thank you for watching from Monyonyo, that is Kampala. Shaka Isaac, you are seeing KAYANJA watching from Kigali, that is Rwanda. Thank you for watching. The guy you are supporting is very worth your support, because we are seeing all of his qualities being displayed right when he needs them the most, right when there is $600 at stake, right when he has revenge on his mind, and now right when he has the black to try and win the 9th. He has to be on target, of course, because if he doesn't, probably he'll be losing the frame. For him to go 9, he clear? Yes. 9-3, the real machine up against the MOFYA. Race to 16. The beauty about top class players is that even when things are going well, sometimes you also get to see the good side of their game. The first match won by MOFYA, the first frame by MOFYA, won by break and finish, is the fourth he is winning in the tournament, but out of 13. And live on break and finish Facebook, it is MOFYA now 4 with break and finish, and Ibrahim KAYANJA 9. If we are to have this race played to completion, we are not yet even halfway there. If Ibrahim can just win the race, he has already won half of the number of frames he needs to win for the victory. He hits the second ball for the break, gets to sink in a yellow, leaves a relatively good split of the balls, most especially the yellow, and I believe he will be having it in his mind to try to respond to apple with apple. Isaac Bimaling on YouTube, you are asking me to give you the head-to-head performance of these two players. They have not faced off quite a lot. All the matches they have played between themselves have been here in Uganda. the second money match that Moses MOFYA did play after arriving for his tour together with Kelvin was against Ibrahim KAYANJA for the same pot they are playing, and yes, for the same race but a very different venue. It ended 16-15. Moses MOFYA won it. They also had another money match, but it was not official because it was not in front of a camera. Yeah, some kind of hassle, eh? Yeah, it ended in MOFYA's favor. This one should be the third time they are facing off. I don't think they have faced off in the tournaments that they have played, that MOFYA has played in Uganda. I don't think they have faced off. It is against Kelvin, with whom Ibrahim KAYANJA did play so many matches, more than 10. But with MOFYA, officially this one is the third, with each one of these guys having won one apiece. For the very first time in the match, we are seeing response to fire with the fire, to apple with the apple, to break and finish with the break and finish, as Ibrahim KAYANJA responds to Moses MOFYA's apple with an apple of himself. Ibrahim KAYANJA in double figures for the first time in the match. One waitress is turning into a fan, flipping the scores, most especially when it is Ibrahim KAYANJA who wins, and it is now 10-4. That is what we call pinpoint accuracy from the real machine. And with that one shot, with that very lovely backspin, he's demonstrating why I think he's one of the most skillful players on the African continent. He has to redefine himself with making a pretty much similar shot. White ball bouncing off 2 cushions with the backspin. 1, 2 cushions. Look at the movement of the white ball. Another moment of brilliance from the real machine. For the first time, even these fans that are not so accustomed to pool are getting a reason to clap at Ibrahim KAYANJA, as frame number 15, in my opinion, has been the most convincing of them all. The 11 he has won against his opponent. It is Ibrahim KAYANJA 11 and Moses MOFYA 4. Race to 16. Too unlikely that Moses MOFYA will be making a comeback unless he starts winning consecutive frames now. Thank you, Fred Wemesa, watching on Facebook. You say you love the maturity of the audience. The audience are not the very passionate audience that you guys normally watch. These guys normally play pool casual. It is the first professional match they are watching. There are only 2 guys I've found at the venue who normally watch these games online. Whom I have met for the first time. The rest normally watch casual pool. Today they are watching a professional match for only the very first time. And they are loving what they are seeing. And I know that after this match, they could also become addicted like many of you guys, you and me. MOFYA's intention was to play that beautiful but little backspin, potting, but allowing white ball to have little contact with one of the reds, to have the frame open for him to take down once and for all. And I think now he knows the best way of defeating Ibrahim KAYANJA, for given how the match has been going, is not permitting him to play at all in the frame. And while he's continuing in attacking play MOFYA, I think he's starting maybe to think of maybe another match against Ibrahim KAYANJA, because the way the guy is playing and the way the scoreline is, you just worry if you are a fan of MOFYA, if you are MOFYA himself. Special thanks to the management team of both of these players that have been able to raise their bit of the $600 for the match to be possible. Management of Ibrahim KAYANJA and the management of Upper Volta, headed by the way, Mr. Chris Kunihira, who is MOFYA's manager. The guy he's managing, though he's winning only the 5th frame of the match, 2 of the 5 have been won by break and finish, including the 5th. Moses MOFYA 5, Ibrahim KAYANJA 11. Noaga Basiraje is asking if Ibra joined the ATA, probably referring to Ibrahim KAYANJA. The answer is no. He's playing the ATA league, that's why he's wearing ATA umpire attire. He's not under their management. Spice Teviansala is asking if Ibrahim KAYANJA is single. Spice Teviansala, he's single. You finally have a man from the sport, but he will not be the first, I know, not even the second or third or fourth. Mwemba Emma, thank you for watching on Facebook. It is race 216, Freddie Onyango, thank you for watching, but you are looking more at the waitresses when they cross past the camera than the match. The waitresses, Jason Mupambari. Greetings to you, Nyeko Walter. You are predicting 16-9 as the final score, by Ibrahim Kayanja winning. Sam Sichinga, thank you for watching, also on Facebook. Michael Kalema, you say you've missed, you are just joining. The beauty is that you are watching on YouTube and you can always play the video backwards. Even when live, you can watch when it is done the parts of the match that you missed. The thing that social media is way better than the mainstream media is that social media doesn't forget. Even the grandchildren of these players will come back here and watch this match. And then Moses Mofya's grandchildren will be saying, Grandpa, when you are still young, why were you playing like this? Then Moses Mofya will be referring his grandchildren to other matches when he was playing better than he's doing today. I want to say that I respect him so much. He's a much better player than you are seeing today. And of course, he did on social media, because now he's pretty much part of the Ugandan pool fraternity nowadays. He's on the Ugandan social WhatsApp platforms. He normally likes to invite these top Ugandan players, and he did make a list that had Ibrahim KAYANJA, that had Joseph Kasozi. Every time when he has not been playing in matches and he has been at the venues, I've been inviting him to the microphone, and he has not been shy on inviting Bwanika Mansur to the table. Dog City, Ian Kazibwe. Eria Chimoli, Senyonyo Glorious. All of those players and others are on MOFYA's radar. And ever since he did make that list, which is about 2, if not 3 weeks ago, this one is the first match he's having, because they have not always been agreeing to the terms, the time, the venue, the stake. This time they had full agreement. It's a match which I don't think will be ending in victory for MOFYA. And this performance, if it ends in a big win for Ibrahim KAYANJA, if Moses MOFYA doesn't gun up a good number of frames, I know that another player or two will be accepting the invitation that Moses MOFYA did make on the Ugandan WhatsApp groups. Lambert Makova, thank you for watching from the Democratic Republic of Congo. J Bulls also watching from Kasongo Valley. Where is Kasongo Valley? Janelle Elliott Chris, you think it will end 11-6? Yeah, you are saying it is 11-6. I don't know what you're meaning. You say 99% loading. I don't know what you're meaning. I thought you're making some kind of prediction. MOFYA's prediction may not be that he will be potting black ball straight. He probably will need to pot it off the yellow, which is not the one closer to the center pocket, the one which is the second yellow from the bottom of your screen. There's a possibility of potting the black off it. I don't know if it's what he's aiming for. He's probably going for the straight shot, cheating the pocket a little bit. What is it contemplating here? He cheats the pocket and cheats it right. Wins frame number 6. The difference between the two players has now been shortened to 5 frames, because Moses MOFYA is on 6 and Ibrahim KAYANJA on 11. And Ibrahim KAYANJA needs to win 5, while MOFYA needs to win 10 out of the next 14 frames. 11-6. By the way, yesterday, not yesterday, maybe 2, maybe 3 days ago actually, I got reception of a song that I believe is going to be the anthem of African Pool. I don't know if it is already on the internet as Moses MOFYA Fowls. It is called, I don't know even its name, but maybe the name is Pool is Our Life, because that is the most said word in the song. It's not possible to share music on Facebook. That is the bad thing. And I cannot share someone's music on YouTube because it's not my song. But I'll be sharing the link, especially when the artist uploads the audio on YouTube. Then I can also share that link to Facebook. He just mentions the journey of African Pool and how fans and players love it as a way of life and how it is fun, and then the song is all entertaining. Please look out for Pool is Our Life. The Zambian artist, I think, is called James. Ibrahim KAYANJA trying to take full advantage of another unforced error from Moses MOFYA, like has been for many times in the match. And every time he cues, every time he puts a ball, every time he has Moses MOFYA's red dead, you just have it in your mind that he's probably about to become $600 in the next 30, 40, 50 minutes or so. He has one more yellow and the black to try and put the yellow to the corner pocket on the top right. I think black to the center pocket. Lovely skill with that little top spin. His intention was always to put black to the center pocket on the left. I don't know why he's having all this pressure when he's having this very healthy lead, when he's about to win a 12th, when the white is safe and the black is in and wins a 12th. Ibrahim KAYANJA 12 and Moses MOFYA 6. The scoreboard flipper, when Ibrahim KAYANJA wins a frame, flips with a big smile. When Moses MOFYA wins a frame, she simply flips as though there was nothing else to do. 12, 6, 4 to go for Ibrahim KAYANJA, 10 to go for Moses MOFYA out of 13. Those who are watching on Facebook, Break and Finish Live, you will be having a better image now that it's dark when you adjust your lighting to full maximum lighting, most especially when you're watching on a mobile phone. And those who are watching on YouTube, you can have not only maximum lighting but also maximum video resolution. You can adjust the resolution of your video when you go to the settings, the icon that pops up on the top right. Then you go to quality. You increase your quality by selecting advanced, and then you select a figure as high as your data bundles can afford. I believe the likes of Rachel Mbewe are watching on 1200 megapixels because probably she can afford. And then the likes of Spice Tebiansala are watching on 144 megapixels because that is what she can afford. And I hope that I will be safe after that. It is a match that is having one thing in common, that every time Moses Mafia makes a blunder while going for attack, Ibrahim KAYANJA comes back to punish him. But Ibrahim KAYANJA will have to be both lucky and good. But this time, not so much. He bows down his head in disappointment in himself. He knows that Moses Mafia will most likely not be letting him back. And I believe that disappointment of Ibrahim KAYANJA is testament to the fact that he knows that while Ibrahim KAYANJA is big favorite to win this match, Moses Mafia is capable of making what will be one of the biggest upsets in African pool of late, if he can come back from 8-2 and then 9-3 down to try and defeat the real machine on his own home turf in a race to 16. I believe he'll be sinking that yellow ball to the center pocket on the right, having the white ball bounce off 2, if not 3 cushions towards the top end of the table, try and put even black to the same center pocket. This is the shot of 3 cushions. That is the shot. Black will easily be potted maybe to the corner pocket diagonal in the bottom right of your screen. Maybe the right center pocket is going for the diagonal pot, the straight shot to the center, the corner pocket closest to the bottom of your screen on the right, and gets it right and wins a 7th. Moses Mafia 7 and Ibrahim KAYANJA 12. The scoreboard flipper will flip, this time not with a smile, with disappointment, but it will not matter, because what matters is the fact that MOFYA has pulled another back once again, 12-7. Once again, a big round of applause from the fans who are all religiously supporting one player, Ibrahim KAYANJA, as with one visit of the table, he gets to win a 13th frame, almost double the number of scores that MOFYA has won so far in a match that is clearly one-sided, with the Ugandan having light work of the Zambian. One of the more impressive money match performances that Ibrahim KAYANJA is having, when you are not to factor in the victory he had, the two victories he got over Malova as well as Jerry. MOFYA fighting for his life, fighting to stay alive, breaking and putting 2 yellows. A relatively fair split of the balls. The problem is that while he has potted 2 yellows, he has 1 dead yellow ball, the one near the cushion towards that corner pocket on the top right. And given the position of the reds, should Moses MOFYA finish the 4 yellows, leave 1 on the table, there is chance Ibrahim KAYANJA, especially how good he has been playing, that he could be clearing the red frame and make it 14. Nonetheless, MOFYA will be going for the yellows. He should be having an idea of trying to open up the yellow, which is frozen against the cushion on the right, in his attacking pattern, or else he will be leaving dangerously. And the last shot he has played, at least he has been able to have 2 of Ibrahim KAYANJA's reds touching each other near the middle of the table where the white ball is. How good will this shot be? Which kind of effect will it be having? He simply pots and gets the red of Ibrahim KAYANJA, intercept the movement of the white ball to the effect that Moses MOFYA, I think, is snookered, whether either partially or fully. He's contemplating whether there is space in between the 3 reds to pass the white ball. I think it will not come easy from my camera angle. He's actually totally snookered. He can only find the yellow, I think, off the cushion or with mass shooting. Off the cushion, and yes, he has fouled. A foul which has the fans already clapping their hands, some of them already believing that the frame is being won by the Ugandan. I believe he will be opening up the red ball near the corner pocket right behind the yellow for the free shot, and will be probably going for a clearance of a frame which will be a 14th. If he does make a clearance of this frame, which is the 21st, then he will be 2 frames away. He won. Look at this opening free shot. Quite beautiful, quite thoughtful, and quite well executed. I was just saying that the first set of 10 frames, he did win it by 8 frames to 2. The second frame has been a draw affair between the players, with Ibrahim KAYANJA winning 5 and Moses MOFYA 5. This one is the last set of 10 frames, which will be determining who will be winning the match, which will be determining most especially that Ibrahim KAYANJA will be winner, but will not be winning when he is missing balls as relatively easy as that. A disappointed face of the real machine. Moses MOFYA will probably be coming to take the easy pickings. Of course, if he cannot win a frame like this, Moses MOFYA, then he will be having no business trying to win this match. The frame is going the way of the Zambian, who has been a little bit of a disappointment for most of the match. In sport, and a sport like pool, you can say never say never. Moses MOFYA is more than capable of winning a good frame and a bad frame. A good frame is the one with the balls by the way well spaced. A bad frame is the one with the balls not looking so good. Frame number 21 is finally won by MOFYA as Ibrahim KAYANJA concedes it, not even allowing Moses MOFYA to pot the black. And yes, it is now 13-8. Our scoreboard flipper this time almost forgetting to flip because she's not happy with the result of the frame. Nonetheless, she does flip. 13-8 once again. Brenda Chisache race to 16. One of those few times when network is really well behaved. It is the thing that I've loved most about this place. is that I have not seen any glitch in the stream related to a network. And look at how neat the venue is. They are playing these guys on a green carpet. It looks quite good. What doesn't look good is the current score, most especially from the perspective of you, the fans that are supporting MOFYA, or the perspective of MOFYA himself. More likely than not that he's doing it too little too late. I just have it as a feeling that he was really not at his best whatsoever in the first 10 frames when he was led 8-2. After those 10 frames, in my opinion, it became so unlikely. All Kayanja needs to do is prevent MOFYA from winning consecutive frames in a row, which Kayanja has been doing quite successfully, because in the second set, it has been one player winning one frame, the next player wins the next, then just like that up to the very end of the frame number 20. Then frame number 21 was won by MOFYA. This is frame number 22, which if he wins, it will be the first in the match that he will be winning. First time in the match that he will be winning 2 frames in a row. Once again, 30 minutes after the end of this match, I will be streaming another comp, probably starting from the quarterfinals or whatever stage I'll be finding of a tournament that doesn't have players on the Uganda national team, happening at Ultimate Pool Arena in Ntinda, my next destination after here. MOFYA is not very happy with himself. I want to think he wanted first to play the red ball, which is on the left. And the 2 reds are pretty much done and dusted for a player of this level. I know his mind is on the black. Look at the position of the black. It is his best bag in trying to put it would be trying to open it with one of his last shots. Otherwise, putting it direct, if not open, maybe only possible by banking it, which will never be an obvious shot for anybody. And I know that Ibrahim KAYANJA will be waiting and watching and hoping for a chance, which chance will more than likely come for him to play in this frame. While Moses MOFYA is the guy on table, he's a little bit perplexed. He knows he's likely to give out a chance for his opponent to play, and he has already been demonstrated too that his opponent is more than good in terms of punishing MOFYA for any chance given to play. And of all many matches MOFYA has played ever since his advent into Uganda, I believe this one has been the worst performance. He was exceptional, defeating Mustafa Bwire 7-1 for $100. He was good enough defeating Ibrahim KAYANJA 16-15, the first time they did have a match. And I can give you unofficial information that he has won 2 other money matches against 2 other of Uganda's top players. And yes, he gets to open up the black at least slightly. That was a little beautiful shot which he can only make count if he can try to put the black. The passage of the black to the center pocket on the right is blocked by Ibrahim KAYANJA's red. MOFYA's only option, in my opinion, is the diagonal corner pocket to the top right of your screen. In the same shot, he has to ensure white is safe, because white ball naturally moves towards the top right end of the table where there is a corner pocket. Nonetheless, he's trying black to the diagonal corner pocket. Will he make it count? Very good shooting from the Zambian. Very lovely clearance. Even the Ugandans are having reason to upload that shot first time in the match that Moses MOFYA is winning 2 in a row. It is now Ibrahim KAYANJA 13 and Moses MOFYA 9. Meanwhile, the bar did permit me when I requested to have music not played for only up to 9 p.m. East African time. Therefore, in 45 minutes, they will be starting their usual program, having loud music. If it does happen, then I will be, if it does happen before the match is done, then I will be having the Facebook stream off, and then the match will only be streamed on YouTube with muted sound. But a good chance that they will be done. Maximum number of frames left is 8, including this one, and by the playing speed of these guys, I think 45 minutes is a little bit too much, unless they ask for 1 or 2 timeouts, something they have not asked at all in this match. I believe this is the first time that I'm streaming a match where more than 20 frames are played and none of the players has asked for a timeout. A lovely stamina, and they just like to keep shooting and shooting and shooting. And I want to believe that the player that now needs timeout is Ibrahim KAYANJA to try and stop MOFYA's engine, because now it is starting to propel, the engine that Rachel Mbewe likes to sing about. The engine that is the theme song of the cheerleading Zambian fans. If they were here and Moses MOFYA is winning, they will be chanting the engine all the way. He's on 4 yellows now to try and put one white ball opening up the other. He wants both corresponding corner pockets on the top to get one ball potted. One is gone, another is set. He has chance, in my opinion, to pot only maybe that top yellow ball near the corner pocket on the right. I'm not so sure the one which is near the black ball around the center pocket on the right is portable in a straight shot unless he cheats the pocket, but I don't think even the option, I think the option of cheating the pocket is also blocked. He probably has to make a very sharp cut of the one which is near that corner pocket. Maybe play some kind of defense hiding the white ball behind that very yellow, not allowing Ibrahim KAYANJA sight of any of his reds, because if Ibrahim KAYANJA can put one red, then probably the frame will be gone. Will he cheat the pocket here? Will he play bank shot of the cushion? Actually, there was a lot of space which I was not observing from my viewing area. That one caught me by a little bit of surprise. But it's a very good surprise if you are MOFYA or if you're watching from Zambia, because a chance is being presented for MOFYA to try and win a third frame in a row for the very first time in the match. Lovely pot, lovely backspin. He probably needs exactly the same shot. Try and put the last yellow in a pretty much straight shot. He may have to use the cushion for support in moving the white ball closer to the black, which we'll want to put to the center pocket on the right. But if he uses the cushion, there's a chance he could get snookered behind one of the three reds which are now near the white. Therefore, this one has to be accurate. He may even opt not to use the cushion, play direct backspin, which is he's opting for the cushion. He could get himself snookered. Is it the commentator's curse? The natural movement of the white ball off the cushion was always very risky, that he could get himself snookered, especially when he wanted that very soft white. His best option, using backspin and using cushion for support, was to use a big backspin and move the white ball towards the top end of the table, bounce it off the cushion, and then right behind the black. He's in trouble whether or not he finds the black unless he puts it. He misses the black and fouls. Frame number 23 is seemingly going the way of the real machine. Ivan Oketa, thank you for watching. We are at Happy Boys, Kawempe, Kampala. Eliasa Shivute, thank you for watching, but you are not focusing on the match, you are focusing on the waitresses. Closer to a 14th, closer to not permitting Moses MOFYA to win 3 in a row, closer to the victory, closer to the money, closer to $600 is Ibrahim KAYANJA. When you look at his WhatsApp, he normally likes to update his status with the outcome of matches that he normally plays. I'll be looking forward to what he'll be updating his WhatsApp status to after this match, whether win or loss, and makes it look funny, most especially when he's beaten. He's now on 2 reds. White ball is a little bit too tricky for him. I believe he'll be going for the red to the center pocket on the right, where there is the black, having the white ball with top spin bounce off the bottom cushion, moving into space near the midpoint of the table. I believe that will be accurate. The next will be the most effortless clearance he will be having in this match. He simply needs to roll. He does more than a roll. He gets a round of applause from the fans. He will be sinking black to go to figure 14. He will need 2 more, while MOFYA will need 7. The whole of 7 out of the next 8 frames. Once again, Ibrahim KAYANJA 14 and Moses MOFYA 9. Thank you, Albriza Kamia, for reminding us, guys, whether you're watching this video on Facebook, be it YouTube, please don't forget to like, such that whether it's Facebook, such that whether it's YouTube, they recommend the same video to other viewers like yourself. For instance, only 80 have liked out of over 400 people watching on YouTube. That's a little bit too little, guys. Come on. And then 240 have liked on Facebook. That is more than encouraging. What is not encouraging? was the seeming dry break from Ibrahim KAYANJA. He got to sink in one yellow, and I believe he will be going for the yellows, using the one either to the corner pocket on the left or center pocket on the right as a table closing shot, and then try to make a clearance, which will be a 15th for himself in the match. Once again, after this, I am proceeding to Ultimate Pool Arena in Ntinda, also in Kampala, for a 32-man comp that is having exclusion of players on the national team, but some very good, decent players in there. It is the youngsters in Yakaya Mpindi, as well as Herbert Mukisa, defending champion, Eria Chimuli, if I'm not mistaken, Mark Mochibi, Mustafa Bwire. Two female participants who are the sisters in Rashida and Rukia. For all the players I've mentioned, I don't know if any or all of them will be involved in the tournament by the time I start streaming it, because it is already ongoing. What is also ongoing is attempt by Ibrahim KAYANJA to win 15 frames out of the first 24, something that is quite unlikely, as long as he can manipulate well the situation of the two yellows that are touching each other. I think one of them is portable to the corner pocket on the top left, and it will be about how well he will be controlling the white ball. And for a player of this level, finishing this frame should be a formality. Now on two yellows, has given himself relatively tricky white. Which shot is he going for? Is he trying to pass the yellow in between the red and black or something? Which is what he's trying to do. I didn't even realize there was all that space, and that has been the most uploaded shot of the match so far. That was more than accurate. For the YouTubers, you can try and look at it again. It seemed as though the space was not there. He demonstrates that as long as it is possible, as long as there is a will, there is always a way. He will need to put to the corner pocket, white ball bouncing off the cushion, with the English language being spoken on the white ball. Amidst ululation from the fans who are falling in love with the sport, getting addicted the very first time they are having an international professional match at their own venue. Ibrahim KAYANJA 15, Moses MOFYA 9. This is the situation. 7 frames to go. Moses MOFYA needs to win them all, or else succumb to defeat in a money match by Ibrahim KAYANJA. Now, after that dry break from Moses MOFYA, a chance presents himself for Ibrahim KAYANJA to win the match once and for all. He wants to win it clean. Of course, now he's an overwhelming favorite to win, simply by stopping MOFYA from winning 7 frames in a row. He will want to win it big. He will want not to allow MOFYA into double figures. He will not allow MOFYA to be winning a 10th. He is now on 5 more yellows. 3 of them in pretty good space, the bottom end of the table. 2 of them so close to each other in between 2 of MOFYA's reds at the top end of the table, as if he's trying to get white ball for the would-be dead yellows. Yes, he probably does something about it. White ball is so close to the yellow. I don't know if it is portable to the corner pocket on the top left. Maybe he'll be playing yellow off yellow. What a shot, my goodness, especially at the time when he needs it the most. Yellow off the yellow. He unfortunately has the yellow ball One of the yellows is so close to the white ball for his liking. I doubt that there is passage of that ball to the corner pocket on the bottom left of your screen. Nonetheless, he will be trying. If you can see the yellow ball which is closest to the pocket on the left, he can try and put the yellow closest to the white off the one closest to the pocket. Look at the shot. Yellow off the yellow should be what he's attempting. Not accurate. Chance for Moses MOFYA to recover here. And he will be playing snooker. Of course, he will be playing snooker. Has to avoid the foul. Yes, it is an effective shot. There was a risk of him playing cushion first. His opponent finds his ball. A frame that could go either way. If it is won by MOFYA, the match continues. If it's won by Kayanja, the match ends there and then. Quite some distance between this place and where MOFYA resides in Uganda, about 45 minutes or so. It will be a long 45 minutes him going back home if he's defeated bad as the score does look at the moment. Frame number 25 so far is one of the longer frames that is being played, mostly in the mind than in the hands, because of the situation around the bottom end of the table where Kayanja has one of his yellows in between two of MOFYA's reds. Now, in terms of the mind game, I want to think that MOFYA is way too superior to Ibrahim KAYANJA. Frames like this one, MOFYA normally takes full advantage of. But the real machine is trying to give MOFYA a taste of his own medicine. Some of the players who don't like this kind of touch play, as it is called, when they're in a position of Ibrahim KAYANJA, will simply in quotes be giving out the frame and then try to have more open frames which they have to win. KAYANJA is demonstrating that not only is he shooting well, he can be patient, waiting for a chance to come. He will want to play white ball behind the yellow he's playing, and it does exactly that. Moses MOFYA does have a situation where he has two reds having a yellow in between. Is the shot he will be playing again? Not really. I think he's playing white ball to the top end of the table, better still towards the bottom end of the table again behind the red. Ibra has a very little sight of one of his yellows, which he will be playing, which he plays. Will he pot? Yes, he does. He raises his hand, I think, in demonstrating to his opponent that while the shot is effective, he needed a stroke of luck more than a stroke of genius. That won't matter. He's having chance to play attack, chance to put two yellows and the black, chance to win the frame. The chance is not utilized to full advantage because he has himself snookered partially before he can play his last yellow. The only way, in my opinion, he can put it to the center pocket on the left is when there is a little bit of spin, which is what he's doing, having mass shot, white ball curving around the black to find the yellow. He curves, finds the yellow, but doesn't put advantage MOFYA. Thank you for watching. Kondwani Kachali. You are following the game from Lilongwe, the capital city of Malawi. Thank you for watching Astra Junior. Appreciating commentary. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Emma Texo. Supporting Ibrahim KAYANJA. Nyeko Walter. You're saying MOFYA should not spoil your bet. Oh, well, probably you did place a bet on his win. If it's where athletics, if it's where running, I will say that he's in a situation where MOFYA has had his body not responding to the race. He came to the venue on time earlier than Ibrahim KAYANJA. He did have his cool 30 minutes to fill the table. But when frames started, and That one could be the penultimate shot of the tournament. Magically, impressively, but also luckily. For the second time in the same frame, Ibrahim KAYANJA used a little stroke of luck to put a very crucial ball. He will be needing to put the black to the corner pocket on the bottom left, director off the red to win the frame. He goes for direct, he wins the frame, he wins the match. He's congratulated by his opponent upon this very, very, very vital victory. It is sweet revenge paid to Moses MOFYA by Ibrahim KAYANJA. When 5 weeks ago, Moses MOFYA did beat Ibrahim KAYANJA, same race, same stake, by 16 to 15. This time, Ibrahim KAYANJA having choice of a different venue and different table and winning the match pretty impressively. He's being congratulated by the fans because now he is $600 US richer after a 16 to 9 victory. Once again, final scores: Ibrahim KAYANJA 16 and Moses MOFYA 9. Thank you for being a lovely audience. We meet in the next comp that is coming in 30 minutes at Ultimate Pool Arena.